Today, we are going to continue with perimeter and area. Okay, so we're going to watch our vocabulary to get us back in the mindset of perimeter and area. Are you ready? It's a vocabulary, so it's pretty good. Here we go. I'll make it big.
It's the year 2060 and you're colonizing Mars. You're about to buy a plot of land, but you have a dog and you want to make sure he has enough space to run around. You also want to build a fence so he can't escape. So first you want to know how big the backyard is, and then you want to know how far it is around. To figure this out, you have to find
the area. That's the space inside. For a rectangle, its length and width are multiplied. And perimeter, the distance around a shape. Just add the sides together and then you'll be great with the area. That's the space inside. For a rectangle, its length and width are multiplied. And perimeter, the distance around a shape. Just add the sides together and then you'll be great. Yeah, here I am on Mars, trying to find out the size of my backyard. Well, it's a rectangle, right? So what if we cut it into squares of the same size that are 1 unit long by 1 unit wide? These are called square units. Add them all up, surprise! You got 72 square units, or feet, cause that's the unit we're using. But who has time to count squares? Length times width is the quickest way to get there. Yeah, that's how you find the area. A nice little formula that'll take care of you. And I need to hurry cause my dog is starving. Let's find the area so I can feed Marvin. My yard is 9 feet long by 8 feet wide. I get the area when I multiply each side. And 9 times 8 is 72. But here's another way for you to think it through. Basically, you take the rows and figure how many square units fit inside of those. Yo, my backyard.
Remember, area is just an array. Area is just an array, so we use rows and columns.
Is wide, 8 feet, so that's 8 rows with 9 square units in each. So multiply the 8 rows by the 9 square units, you get 72. Yup, you knew it. The area, that's the space inside. For a rectangle, its length and width are multiplied. And perimeter, the distance around a shape. Just add the sides together and then you'll be great with the area. That's the space inside. For a rectangle, its length and width are multiplied. And perimeter, the distance around a shape. Just add the sides together and then you'll be great. Now I've got my area for my yard on Mars, and there's plenty of room for Marvin to live large. But now I need a fence, cause I heard the animals on Mars could be intense. So I'll need a perimeter, the distance around my whole yard. How do you get it? You just add up the length of the sides. 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9.
Perimeter is just the outline, so we're just looking at the sides. So the green, the blue, the green, and the blue.
Lines a perimeter of 34 feet, and oh yeah, that's regular units and not units squared. So let's take a look from another angle. To get the perimeter of a square or rectangle, you add 2 widths plus 2 lengths. Here's a formula, don't forget to say thanks. 2 times length plus 2 times width to get a square or rectangle's perimeter quick. So let's try it with my Martian backyard. Come on, get ready, y'all. It's not that hard. 2 times the length of 9 is 18. And 2 times the width of 8 is 16. And 16 plus 18 is 34. Now, if I could stop Marvin from making a dirty floor. Come on, Marvin. Seriously.
Okay. Now let me pull up our math investigation. All right, so while I am pulling this up, which one, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Which one perimeter, thank you. Which one perimeter or area is the outline or just the outside parts of?
Watching.
You gonna tell me? Is that perimeter or area? Sean, are we doing this again? I'm gonna call home if you can't stay awake. You need to sit up. Okay. which one, perimeter or area, is the outline or just the outside parts of a square or rectangle?
When I use the bathroom, I have to use it.
Sarai, what did you do during break?
Yes.
Serenity, which one, perimeter or area? Can you say that one more time? Not area. Not area. Giovanni?
The perimeter.
Perimeter. Can I tell you a trick which one I remember in my brain for the perimeter equals the outside or the outline? What letter does perimeter start with? Irstu.
Length, width, plushing.
What letter does perimeter begin with? Justin.
P.
P. And Justin, before you mute again, what letter does outline start with or outside?
O.
O. Okay, so let me think of my alphabet. P and O. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They both go together. So that's how I remember the meaning of perimeter. It means the outside or the outline, okay? All right, area is everything that's inside. Okay, so area is everything that is inside that square or rectangle. So if I want to know how much snow is in my yard right now, I'm going to use area. Or how much of my yard is covered in snow, I'm going to use area. Does that make sense? Okay. Here we go. Sharing the screen. Okay, so I have my big square. See my big square? I want to find the area of my square. Do I have any of the dimensions for this square? Or this rectangle, I should say? Do I have the dimensions of this rectangle? Yes or no, or you can shake your heads. Do I know the length or the width of this rectangle? Esmeralda's telling me no, she's right. Serenity's listening, Dalen's listening, Vaughn's listening. Oh, there's some more head shaking. Some of you are just staring at me. No, I don't know my length or my width, but look, they gave me these squares that I can fill in. And is area the outline of the square or is area the inside of my rectangle? Which one is area? Someone else besides Serenity. Is area the inside of my rectangle or the outline of my rectangle? Justin?
Outline.
Nope, area is not the outline. What is area, the inside or the outline? Terrell?
Inside.
The inside. Okay, so remember when we made arrays and we wanted to figure out how many squares fit into each rectangle? Do you remember when we did that last month? Array and area are the same exact thing. Okay, so I'm going to put in my squares to figure out how many squares can fit into my rectangle. All right, so be patient as I fill these in. Oh, that wasn't perfect. Well, I'm doing my best. All right, I have my first row. Just going to fill in down. Okay, I'm going to stop there. How many rows will I have in this rectangle? How many rows will I have? Rows. Terrell?
6.
That's 6. Rows go this way.
5.
5. Good job. 5. How many columns will I have for this rectangle? Akila.
6.
6. Good job. Okay. So these are my rows, right? This is my columns, right? My rows mean the same thing as length. My columns mean the same thing as width. So if you see length and width for area, if you want to think of that as columns and rows, you can totally do that if that makes sense in your brain. Okay? So my columns or my length, or my columns and my width, or my rows and my length. Rows and length, column and width. Is everyone good on those two terms? All right, so how many squares are going to fit into this rectangle? How many squares are going to fit into this rectangle? Giovanni?
11.
Not 11. How many squares total will fit into this rectangle? Got their hand raised that I can call on. Serenity.
5.
Not 5. How many total blue squares will fit into this rectangle? Irisu?
30.
30. Irisu, how do you know it's 30? What equation did you use?
5 times 6 equals 30.
5 times 6 equals 30. Nice job. Great. And so I can check that by filling everything in. How many squares will go around the outside? How many squares will go on the outside? How many total squares will be on the outside? Sarai?
20.
Not 20. How many total squares will there be on the outside? Lene?
18.
Not 18.
25.
Nope. The outside. What I just put in. Irisu.
26.
26. Oops. Oops. Not 26. All right, I'm going to count my squares. Count with me. 1, 2. I should use a different color. Let's use black. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 squares on my outside. Well, that's not right. All right. We found our area. Our area is 30. Okay, perimeter. Remember,
length plus the length plus the width plus the width, which remember I said the length is just the rows plus the rows, plus the column, plus the column. So what is my dimension for my rows? How many rows do I have?
How many rows do I have in this array? Show me on your fingers how many rows do I have in this array? Show me on your fingers how many rows I have on this array. Show me on your fingers how many rows I have in this array. Not columns, rows. Rows go side to side. How many rows do I have in this array? Show me on your fingers. Sarai's not showing me. Aaliyah's not showing me. Sean's not showing me. Niley's not showing me. Travion's not showing me. Nino, Melody. Raya. Vaughn. Okay, those of you that are saying 5, nice job. Okay, so we have 5 plus 5. Oops. All right, now I'm looking at my columns. How many columns do I have? Show me on your fingers. How many columns do I have? Show me on your fingers. How many columns? Columns go up and down. How many columns? How many columns do I have in this array? Awesome, 6. 6 plus 6. All right, what is 5 plus 5? Good job, 10. What is 6 plus 6? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Terrell.
12.
12. What is 10 plus 12?
Miss Wilson.
Here's
22.
our perimeter is 22. All right, let's see. We'll do one more. Actually, let's do one from your independent work today. All right, I'm going to do this independent work with you. We're going to do one together. Terrell, what's your question?
A few minutes ago, your voice was acting weird on Zoom.
I know, I saw. Thank you. Okay. It says each rectangle has an area of 20 square units. Find the perimeter of each rectangle. How do I find the perimeter again? How do I find the perimeter again? This is your independent work. How do I find the perimeter again? Terrell?
Look at the rows.
Yeah, I need to look at my rows and columns. And what do I do with them? Do I add or multiply?
Add.
I add. So I'm going to add all of my sides together. Okay, so I have to count how many squares are on each side. Are you ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. And Terrell said I need to add them all together. So I have 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5. What is 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5? Giovanni.
No, I didn't raise my hand.
Ayrton.
18.
18. So my answer is 18 units for my perimeter. All right, let's do this one. I'm going to count my side. Let's do it in a different color. What do you think? Green? Should we do green? Like to match Ayrton's shirts and Lene's beanbag. Or the green bag there. So we have 1, 2 on this side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness, that's supposed to be a 2. What am I doing? Uh-oh. All right, so I'm finding perimeter again, so I'm going to add up all the sides. So I have 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2. What is my answer? What is 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 2? Jatsiri?
24.
Good job. So my perimeter is 20. I'm going to write it down here. 24. Okay. All right. Do we want to practice an area one before I send you off to do your independent work together? Do we want to do number 4 together? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Yes, I want to do number 4 together. No, I don't want to do number 4 together. We're going to take a vote. So I need you to vote with your thumbs. Yes, I want to do number 4 together. No, I don't want to do number 4 together. You're taking a vote with your thumbs. Some of you are not voting. Like Nino's not voting. Tony's not voting. Jatsiri's not voting. Who else isn't voting? That seems to be it. Oh, there seems to be a mix. Okay. There's more of you that say no, but I will put you guys in breakout rooms so we can do this together. All right. Your independent work today is the seesaw activity. I just did perimeter number 1 with you. There are 4 pages. Okay.